We all have an instinctive revulsion towards synthetic perfection. A pristine, error-free world feels suspicious, sterile even. But our intuition is not about truth. It's about trust. We equate authenticity with flaws, a handwritten note, the grain in film, the uneven stroke of a brush. These are what Walter Benjamin called aura, that ineffable trace of human touch we cling to as proofs. What he didn't foresee was how technology would learn to counterfeit aura so convincingly. It became each new medium brings with it a set of artifacts. The crackle in radio, the bleed on paper, digital noise. What we call authentic today was once just an accident of technology. Print culture romanticized manuscript errors as proof of human involvement. Now AI injects those same errors into synthetic content to make us believe in its humanity. The irony is that by trying to preserve authenticity through simulation, we've turned it into a performance.
Early computers like ENIAC were not just machines, but foundational concepts, massive, power-hungry arrays of vacuum tubes.
The arms race of authenticity is playing out in real time between AI and human perceptions. When a voice clone service adds micro pauses to mimic breathing, it's not trying to trick us. It's trying to fit inside our expectations for what human sounds like. The same way Instagram filters now sell simulated imperfections, film grain, Polaroids reversed, as a commodity nostalgia. These are not flaws we're embracing. They're curated artifacts that pass as sincerity in an otherwise sterile digital world. Detection tools are getting smarter too. Forensic software flags inconsistencies in blinking patterns, speech cadence, and even heart rate. But the deeper we dig into what makes something real, the more AI learns to spoof those very signals. The problem isn't that deepfakes exist. It's that we've stopped knowing which signs to trust. In this way, authenticity no longer refers to truth. It becomes a performance. One that only works if everyone plays by the same rules of pretense. Neil Postman warned that technology doesn't just replace tools, it replaces meaning itself. In his concept of technopoly, he showed how words like truth and emotion are not lost, but redefined by the logic of machines. What we once trusted as moral or personal qualities now get reduced to algorithmic performance metrics. AI systems trained on human language don't just imitate us, they redefine what it means to be human through their outputs. The soul isn't simulated. It's calculated into a set of probabilities. Just this week, a former AI tech insider warned of a red line we can't cross, and the truth is, we already have. AI-generated movies like Dreams of Violets are being sold as creative works with budgets that seem almost comically small for Hollywood by comparisons. But what they're selling isn't art. It's a convincing approximation of art, shaped by cognitive disfluency, misspellings, pauses, emotional shifts. These models don't just mimic speech patterns, they curate the very artifacts we associate. Now, a feature you can license from cloud APIs, sold in neat little packages to brands and institutions needing trust on demand. This commodification doesn't negate the value of authenticity. It transforms it into something more malleable, more scalable, more profitable. The irony isn't that AI makes us question truth. It's that AI gives us a new way to perform truths. Where once we looked for soul in art and honesty in speech, now we look for well-tuned simulations that check every box of human, like behavior.
Endless artistic possibilities are opened up by the integration of live action with computer-generated characters and environments.
Roland Barthes once described the photograph as that has been a document of times, a record of existence that transcended mere image to become artifacts. His concept of punctum was something personal, a jagged detail that pierced meaning in ways only you could feel. But what happens when we no longer need memory to create that feeling? When AI can simulate the look and feel of authenticity at scale, not by capturing truth, but by predicting its shape.